I want to just dial back on what made you look towards doing a PhD in British India.
I wanted to do a PhD on British India because I wanted to go to India. So I ended up, the PhD course took 3.5 years, and I went to India once for about 3 weeks. So in some ways, it wasn't a very wise decision. I should have just gone for holiday. But I went to places that were related to the subject of the thesis, which was
Mm-hmm.
the European troops of the East India Company. So I went to cantonments and churches and cemeteries,
Mm-hmm.
basically in North India, what
Mm-hmm.
the company called Bengal,
Yeah.
and again discovered a fascination for India. And I've been back many times to look
Wow.
at other places, to write other books.
And you have traveled the many headquarters of East India Company in Kolkata, in Mumbai, in Delhi. You would have observed the architecture. And what was
Yeah,
how is that bringing the history back? The visual of that architecture still being around
yeah,
in
that's a
some
really
forms.
important point, Dev. Last October, I managed to be in Calcutta for my birthday,
Mm-hmm.
Kolkata. And I was able to get into Fort William. That was my
Mm-hmm.
little birthday present to myself, the courtesy of the Indian High Commission in Canberra. Thank you very much. And I saw Fort William. And that was terrific because I was then able to see a place that I'd only written about before. I'd imagined it, I'd read about it, I'd seen images of it, but I'd never been in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a great believer in going to the places where history happened. So
Mm-hmm.
to write the Indians on Gallipoli book, I went to Gallipoli twice, I think, in the course of writing the book.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd been there before, of course, so I knew my way around.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's really important for historians to get their boots dirty, to look at the place, to experience the place, to see what the climate feels like, for
Mm-hmm.
example,
Mm-hmm.
and to understand the place as those who served or those who were present knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it isn't always possible because if you go to Gallipoli and you go to a place called Sikh Walk,
Mm-hmm.
which is part of the Indian Brigade's lines to the north of Anzac,
Mm-hmm.
Sikh Walk no longer exists. It was a country lane. It's now a field. There's
Mm-hmm.
nothing there but the name, and even the name's only on the maps.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think it's important to go to places to experience them and to get a sense of them.
The tangibility of those monuments and the locations, I think that adds value.